Hey guys, what's up? It's MatchPoint here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the misconceptions and mistakes that players make when banning operators in Rainbow Six Siege, and how you can go ahead and correct them. So if you do find this video useful, consider dropping a like on the video. If there are any topics that you would like me to cover next, or if you have a specific topic that you are struggling with and would like me to cover it, well, comment it down below so I know to do them. If you are new around here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get on into it. A lot of the time, and I'm sure you've all seen it before, where players will go ahead and ban operators like Jackal, Kavira, Echo and Clash. Now you could suggest this is becoming some sort of a habit and players feel like they might have to lean towards those operators and ban them. And the reason being, well, because everybody else does it. And don't get me wrong, banning an operator like Echo is a justifiable ban. Echo has the ability to deny the plant and can really be a hassle for attackers if coordinated well with the team. However, this is the first misconception that players are making in Rainbow Six Siege, which is not banning operators based upon your game plan. This is something that I do talk a lot about over on my stream, when players go ahead and ban operators because they annoy them, for example Kavira, when actually if they coordinate well with their team, they can very easily take them out. By the way, I do stream over on Mixer on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, the link will be down below in the description. The banning system is a crucial part to the game, and oftentimes players won't even think about it that much. Players won't put a lot of thought into it, when actually they could go ahead and start banning operators that will really affect their game plan. For example, let's say you're on Bank, and when attacking, your team likes to make the push through CCTV and get the plant down. Typically your team's composition will consist of a Thermite, a Montaigne and a Capital, or somebody who can bring smokes. Now a few operators that are really detrimental to this push and can really affect it are Mirror, Echo and Bandit. When you go ahead and think about it logically, your team can very easily take out Bandit's electric charges, as well as this Capital can very easily firebolt to counter the Mirror, which then goes ahead and leaves Echo, who can be very hard to deal with. In this situation you might suggest an Echo ban, but remember you also have to think about attacking the other sites as well, and if Echo will be detrimental to your push. However, if you do prefer to go ahead and push it through the garage, then a mirror ban may be more beneficial to your team. As you can see, clearly players need to put a lot more thought into banning operators. You need to start thinking who can affect your game plan and how are you going to be able to counter them. If not, go ahead and ban that operator if it seems justifiable. Now we're going to be moving on to the second misconception that players make when banning operators, which is banning an operator because you're attacking first or defending first. You might have thought to yourself, well, okay, I'm going to start being more logical when I'm banning operators, but you might be making the mistake of banning a certain operator because you're attacking or defending first. Now the good thing is here you are thinking about your game plan. However, you may be falling into a common trap that many players do. For example, let's say you're playing on Chalet and you are defending first. A common first pick for players regarding the site choice is going to be Snowmobile Garage. And making sure the garage doesn't get breached through is a common and crucial part of many players' plans, which is good because you are thinking about your own game plan. And because you're going to be defending for 3 of the rounds, you may think to yourself, oh, we'll go ahead and ban Thatcher and then we'll only have to win 1 round on attack and we'll be fine. This is a common mistake that many players make and they don't actually remember, well, what if you don't win all of the 3 of the rounds? Or what if you aren't going to win that first attacking round? It puts a lot of uncertainty on winning that game. And opening up that garage wall is kind of your only hope of actually winning that round on Snowmobile Garage, because you don't actually know how to go ahead and play vertically, so therefore that Thatcher ban is going to affect you later on in the round. Often players won't think about this and only think about the first 3 defending rounds. You've got to think about all of the variables that you have and what you're going to be doing in the future rounds. It can be a tough decision to make, but you just have to weigh up the odds. Now we're going to be moving on to the third common misconception that players make, which is not banning based on the map. Of course, there are always going to be players or teams that either don't have a game plan for a certain map because they're not very familiar with it, or they simply haven't gone ahead and crafted and found a game plan that works for them. In this situation, instead of going for the cliche bans that are very easy to take out when coordinating, you should actually start banning based on the map. On a lot of the maps, most teams will have a similar game plan and they will include key aspects that most teams will. So what you should be doing is thinking about the crucial elements of a team that really hold it together. Start thinking about the common game plans that teams will have, and then think about what certain elements will really hold that foundation together. Whether you have a game plan or not, you can still make the effective ban based off the map. As like I mentioned before, a lot of the time certain teams will have similar preferences when it comes to a game plan. For example, if you're going to be playing on the map Oregon, mirror is obviously a key aspect to that map. Not only is it vital on the laundry and basement, but it is actually also viable on many of the other sites. And a lot of teams will bring that key component of mirror for that map. And whatever game plan you do decide to go with in the end, mirror is most likely in some sort of shape or form going to affect it. Then in this situation you can go ahead and ban her based off the map, and purely because in whatever way she will most likely be affecting your game plan. So if you have a game plan or not, you could still make effective bans in Rainbow Six Siege. And that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you did or you found this video useful, then make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more tips and tricks like this. If you do have any ideas of video topics that you would like to see in the future, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.